Top's phone stand doesn't want to play ball. Look at all you people. Shiny, happy people ripping cards. That's cray. Furtman, you did it. You did it. Greatest cup of coffee in the world. $10:30 on the dot. I appreciate your punctuality. I don't think it loaded up the ones that are sold out. No, maybe it did. No. Well, that's stupid. What am I missing here? Actually, maybe it did. What have you guys been doing all day? Yeah, the new one on Twitter, Steve, is who do you guys want to see fight at the National? And the only correct answer is nobody. We're there to relax, and people paid a lot of money to go, and there's kids there. And it's supposed to be like a vacation. Nobody wants to see that. So I was worried my wife would be bummed that I was going live and we were going to watch TV and hang out tonight. Tomorrow morning, we got to leave, go down to Indy and hang out with my son down there. Got some stuff going on for the day. And she's on the phone with her little friend from out of town that when the two of them get to talking, it takes hours at a time. So a couple little chatty Cathy magpies going on. So she really didn't even care. Okay, so I should have 5 breaks counting the second football that I posted. So let me make sure these are all here. Got 1 on the stage. There's 2. There's the second football. There's the stadium club. So I should have a sold out football, which is round 6. That's the one I want to ping. There it is. Okay, so football is filled. Football mixer 6. Mixer 6, undiscovered country. And I've got that built. So Mixer 7 is the last one I can run. Look at that, 30 people, 10:30 at night. Double shift, huh, Ben? Nice. All right, we'll keep this moving. I've actually got the lineup built for this. So I'm going to roll this, get it printed, and we'll get rocking here. Got to clean this up so I can get all this shipped out. Got to do it. You guys can do $25 or 2 for $50 for the one on the stage. 2 for $50 or $25 on the Bowman draft. And the other one's already $25. And you don't need a deal on the other football. So, and then we'll talk about other deals I've got for you as we move on. We'll keep it rocking. Yeah, I'll get you another giveaway, and we'll talk about whatever else we can get for you. KASDJM on the teams. I'll get you some other discounts, whatever you need. Ultimate goal is to make you happy and to clean all this stuff up. I've got Brandon's stuff listed for noon tomorrow. Topps Chrome WWE and Topps Chrome Football. You'll never find the Topps Chrome Football as cheap as he's got it ever again. I'm done. I'm done with Topps Chrome Football. I don't think they're going to offer us any more. He'll be done with it once all his stuff. I don't know how much he's got left after those current breaks, but you're never going to find it ever again this cheap. So I've got his stuff loaded up for tomorrow. I believe he's doing 2 shows tomorrow. It truly is Vegas. He's doing 2 shows. RHMELX. The market might dip down a little bit on that stuff. Secondary market, it's not coming all the way down. You might see the blaster and retail price soften a little bit, but all right, here comes the printout. Be ready to look. Stop, look, and listen. Trades will be open. Bowman basketball, I will post in the morning. 24-hour window for subscribers and token holders. We'll do hobby half case PYTs and Breaker Delight full case PYTs. Drinking my iced tea. Brandon will have some smaller options. Those will go live in the morning before I leave town. I'll call it 10 o'clock a.m. All right, trades are open. This is round 6 of the 6 Topps Chrome Hobby, 4 select. And I keep saying it, the select has been actually pretty decent to us too. Trades are open. And I'll rip Mixer 7 if you guys can get it. I'd prefer to get it tonight. I hope we get it. I hope we get it. Oh, did you only have one? Okay, so Bill Grake has the Commanders then. My bad. All right, Bill Grake has the Commanders. Does Grake know? Mistake by the Grake? Yeah, I only see your name on here once. So somebody let Bill know he's got Washington. Washington. I get these going. What's up, Goat? All right, Mike wants to see the list as soon as I'm done showing it. Bengals, Mike. Seahawks, Mike. That's fine. That's why I say out loud, everybody look at the screen. We'll get it. Mike, I sent you a bunch of supplies this week, didn't I? That was this week, right? A bunch of sleeves? Yeah, cool. I wasn't sure. I thought I saw somewhere that you said you needed them this week, so I went ahead and sent them out. I thought I saw somewhere that you had something going on, that you needed them. Round 2 still, or round 7, the final round still has 24 left. So supplies, guys, a lot of you guys are playing with house money on your shipping. Your stack's closed, so if you want to add supplies, go for it. If not, there's several ways we can get your stack closed. So tell me what we need to do. And I've still got 68 units left on those singles. So I went through a little bit ago and found a bunch of 80s and 90s stuff, and I'm going to throw that in there too. In addition, a bunch of that stuff might just be penny sleeved. I don't know. But I'm adding a bunch of 80s and 90s singles to it also. But that won't count towards it. That'll just be above and beyond. So you might actually get like 13 cards in the bundle. All right, Bengals Vikings confirmed. Bengals Vikings. And then I still owe you guys that bonus drawing for the top loaded cards, but we haven't sold all those out yet. There's still like 68 left. Yeah, I don't see Bill here, so there's Bill. Bill, Greg, do you know what's going on? So you won a spot from Furtman from his breaks. You drew the Commanders. Phil is trying to trade Bears for Commanders. If you want to do it, or you just keep the Commanders. Guys, I've got Wemby Funkos. You can have $5 off. Make sure your stack's closed, though. I've got 7 of those left. Possible MVP candidate. If you want a Wemby Funko, your stack's closed, $5 off. There's some blasters left. There's Marvel Chrome, Topps Chrome Marvel. There's Disneyland 70th anniversary. There's basketball, football, baseball. Add a blaster to your mail day. Yeah, so grab a Funko. Or a Pop, whatever you call them. I believe I've got it listed as a stacked item. All right, so Bills for Commanders. Or Bears for Commanders. I've got Bengals Vikings. Bears Commies. Chameleon. Anybody else? Load up on supplies if you want the top loaded deal. What's it going to take to close us out? I've got 2 left, and 24 in the final round of this. Bigfoot's putting Broncos for bucks out there. A little late night cleanup. Jason's in there. Furtman's in there. Last call on trades, guys. We got an empty stage. Or do we? Oh, cool. My stage won't update. That's going to be convenient for me. There it goes. Nope, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see what I can put up there. Might have a givey up my sleeve for you guys too. Getting Brandon for noon tomorrow. And I don't know. There's some stuff he's sandbagging and only ripping certain parts of the day because he's got guests. But crazy not to close out his Chrome football. I don't know what he's got. He's got a couple that are real close, too. Is it showing empty? I'm showing it's got something up there now. You should have the Museum Stadium Club, right? Okay. Yes, it's empty, or yes, you've got something up there. Okay. And then I'll start wheeling and dealing with you guys. All right, here we go. Achan. $8.99. I saw a whole thing where he said how to say his name the right way. Panthers. That's for Brock Kraft. McMillan. All right, let's close out Museum. Genty, Igbuka. Scatabo. That's the club level prism. Giants. Justin Brown, flush it down. Cam Ward. Cam Ward. Cole Kmet. Premier level prism to $8.99. Go Irish. Bears. Via the trade. The Graker. Graker Oates. Blue prism. Michael Williams. Brett Carter. Dart. There's Nate. What's up, Nate? Josh Palmer. It's Rosie's son. Bills. For Rob Stricker. Told you, the retail side of this has been pretty good to us. Or the select side. Tesla. Travis Hunter. So it looks like 2 left in Stadium Club Museum, and then the last round of the football. And then it's deals on the other stuff. Right? Draft is closed. Best in Stadium Club is closed, correct? And then I know you guys need supplies. Do we close Best in Stadium Club? Yep. I believe that's Mr. Gilmore's jacket. If you hurry up, I'll rip the other football back to back. Ty Felton. Will Howard. If you knock out that other football, I'll rip it right after this. We'll do them in a row. Consecutively. Tyler Warren to $6.99. Colts for Andrew Moore. Sirianni, Scatabo, Genty, Achan Golden. Sanders, Browns for Josh Hunsrucker. Another Sanders. Carter. Cam Ward. Herbert. All right, this will count as your recap on the select portion of this. What's up, Mike? Licklighter, Ethan. Ethan just fired up a Hot Pocket, and he's going to stay up and watch Adult Swim on Nickelodeon tonight. was going to say Nick at Night. I was like, what is this? 1989? What's up? Lean Pocket? Yeah. You can't do that on television? Turkey television? All right, bobbleheads is in. That takes that down to 19. Like I said, if you do it here post haste, I'll rip that next. We'll knock out both football. Actually, if you wanted to, I could do a break that's nothing but I'd have to come up with something else. I could do one that's select megas and select blasters. Unless I have more. Do I have more chrome blasters on the way? I might have some more chrome blasters from like Dick's or something. Something I ordered online. If you guys finish that bonus drawing, I got to give 3 of those away, but maybe not. I don't know. Huh. I'm trying to think if I can pull off another. There's 3 there. Yeah, I ordered Dick's online. Penises. You got me, Bazooka Joe. What's up, Gretchen? Sorry about Goat. He's 14. He shouldn't be here. Brandon's in. Yeah, it runs week to week, bobblehead. We do too much volume to ship every day. I know there's guys that ship out next day. That's cute when you do a couple breaks, but Casada said I've seen enough. I don't know, Ethan. I don't have time to keep up with that stuff. Not that I've seen. Are you going to live auction it if somebody hits it? Ben's tracking it closely. He says no. All right, so let me put my top-loaded madness up here. We're trying to get to this bonus drawing. And I'm going to take these down to $9 again. It is a dozen top-loaded cards. It is clearing out all of my football singles. All of them. There will be stuff that's $1. There will be stuff that in some situations could do less than $1. There's going to be stuff that's more than $1. I will be surprised if you get a 12-card bundle that does not comp at $10. I will be floored. Take as many as you want. My primary goal is one swift punting of that stuff from the break lab to your mailbox. I just do not want it here anymore. I don't want to go live and slowly sell 20. It's literally 2,300 cards. It's 2,300 cards. I don't want to list them all one at a time. I don't want to take them to the card show. I don't want to go live and sell them. I want you to have them. It's 190 slots. We've got 68 left. When all 190 slots are sold out, I will do a drawing. We will have 20 prizes. 3 of the prizes will be Topps Chrome Blasters. You done with me already, Ethan? 3 of the prizes will be Topps Chrome Blasters. Shipped sealed. You can flip them and go do whatever you want with them. 2 of the prizes will be those Topps football brake mats because you guys said you wanted them. I'll probably put some supplies in there. I'll put whatever, but I promised you 20 out of the 190 spots will get prizes. The more of those you buy, the better your chances. You have pretty decent odds to pop a Topps Chrome football blaster. Again, shipped sealed. At this point, you're taking a $9 chance on me. The worst thing that could happen to you is you spend $9 and get 12 top-loaded cards that do not interest you. Fortunately, there's a place you can resell them. I just need to move 68 more of those units. I've never had somebody come back and complain and say, oh, hey, that bundle you sold me sucked. Are you going to get some people you don't want? There's a good chance. But I'll tell you, there's printing plates in there. There's autographs. There's relics. There's rookies, die cuts, numbered stuff. There's guys that aren't in the league anymore. There's Hall of Famers. There should be a few surprises in there. It's like all my show inventory. Anyway, there it is. I don't know what the odds are, but there's specifically on a Topps Chrome Blaster, there's 3. So 3 out of 190 is about 1 out of 63 to pop a blaster. And then every time you buy an extra spot, it gets even better. Yeah. Then every time you buy another pack, it'll get even better. And I'm just going to put them in a graded bag, probably. I've got them all prepped, and I'm going to randomly deal them out in 190 spots so they're completely mixed up, so you don't get like 4 Jared Goff rookies. All the Jared Goff rookies are in there. All the Darnolds, all the Mayfields, all that stuff is in there. Again, it will leave me with no football singles at all. If you wanted to make a cool little cheap pack for some kids, I think it was Andy Meyer bought 5 of them. All right, here we go. And you're getting the top loaders. Greenard. If a high roller wants to make me an offer to close the whole thing out, you're going to get amazing odds to pop 3 Topps Chrome football blasters. If somebody's like, screw it, I'm going to go for the show inventory. Or the live selling inventory. Again, I've never had anybody come back and say, hey, that bundle sucked. Jefferson. CeeDee Lamb. Sewell, 275 Lions. Eddie Alvarado. Again, for me, my thing is I just want them out here. I don't want to screw with them at all. Jamar Chase, 299 Bengals. And my goal is to do the same thing for basketball next week with Bowman basketball. This was via the trade, Ben Barry. And again, tomorrow morning, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe if you're worried about missing out on your Bowman basketball team. Golden refractor. Wife's on the phone and cannot use her inside voice. If you want to send me an offer for whatever is left, if I don't like it, I will counter it. And you will still get all the entries. If you make an offer on those 66 packs, you will still get all 66 entries. Bowers. When am I going to hit my superfractor? It's the last time I hit a superfractor. I think I keep dealing superfractors to everybody else. McCarthy. Was the Pritchard numbered? Did I miss that? Not that I saw. Hang on, we're getting Ben buried. Oh, Reichard. 75. Yeah, nice catch. You win. 75. Beautiful. Vikings. MTV Mike. Ingram to 25. Broncos. Anthony Haygood. Yeah, via the trade. So the trade worked out. Devontae Adams. Have you noticed how rare the Staffords are? Jefferson. All right. So Ingram. What's up, Alex? Just hi. Oh, there we go. What up? What up? We got a decent amount of Bowman basketball coming too, so. Hopefully the basketball guys show up. All right, let's rip round 7 of this. The final round. The final countdown. You guys have card shows this weekend? Setting up or going to? Yep, I moved it to the stage, which doesn't help us. Let me put those bundles back up. Where's my Three Stooges football? Anybody not have their stack closed? Yeah, he is like Carmen Sandiego. If you don't have your stack closed, we can try to figure out how to get your stack closed for you too. Grow a sack and start a stack. I like it. It's straight to the point too. There was one stream where I think it was at the National where I said something about "close it, you cowards." Just joke around. Somebody on Twitter got all pissed about it once. It's crazy what people will get angry about. Huh. Yeah. All right, round 7. This was a pretty popular little setup here. Yes, men on cardboard. Girls on film. Cards in sleeves. Cards in sleeves. Cards in sleeves. All right, this is another Casada Crusher break. Then we'll get on to baseball. Ooh, Brock Kraft just gave me a follow on District. How come that's not a bigger deal? You guys following people on the District platform? It's a nice way to get somebody's attention too, because they get the notification. If you're waiting on a response for somebody and you're impatient, follow them because they'll get that notification. They'll be like, "Oh, what's going on?" Gretchen, you had 2 spots in this, right? In round 7. I just biffed my spreadsheet. Peter McCall, he's hitting it hard. Not to be confused with Peter Millar, who was in the Hunger Games. Yeah. That was one of those things where my wife made me go see it. And then at the end, I was like, you know what? That was all right. The Twilight movies were another one where I was like, you know what? That was all right. All right, here we go. We're going to scramble the names. If I bought that Series 1, would you rip? Meaning the blaster, Nate? Series 1 blaster, Nate? Yeah, are you going to hang out for a little bit? Yeah, you just got to remind me here near the end. I will, if you want to hang out for a little bit. WXPIKI. Yeah, go for it. Just Give me a memory jogger here as we get close. All right. On these teams, if you're not sure who has it, just assume it's Quesada. Like I said, the select ones have been pretty good to us. It wouldn't be the worst idea. I've got 4 select blasters loaded up there from an older listing. If you want to take one home with you, go for it. You guys have seen what's come out of them. DEEBUW. Wouldn't be the worst idea. I mean, they've consistently produced for us. All right, here comes the printout. Yeah, I don't know if there's some standard thing that everyone's supposed to produce a hit or what, but we've done pretty decent with them. It's funny, I bought some today, and then I got to GameStop. They were $5 cheaper at GameStop, of all places, but I was not buying any more. All right, here's your teams, round 7. Then we're going to knock out the baseball. Trades are open. Cards in packs. Cards in packs. Let me see if I got any offers. Yeah, when we're done, you'll have to go back in the live streams, the past streams, and go watch it. You have to skip through it. Or I think you can go to... Can he go to YouTube now and just go rewind it, guys? Here's the select portion. Yeah, I think you can go to YouTube and just rewind it, or you got to wait till I'm done with the stream and it'll upload to MBB Marketplace under the live stream tab and watch. Anybody not know who they have? There's only like 10 of you. Anybody not know? $8 bundles for $70. Send the offer. You'll still get all the bonus entries. What other multiples can we do? 9 for $75. I'll do 7 for $60. 6 for $50. All right, Nate's got a blaster. I thought we sold those Donruss basketball blasters, but maybe not. All right, here's the select portion. See if I can pop you an auto. Master Blaster. That was a... You know what? I'm thinking of Mega Man. Mega Man was a pretty cool game. I don't think I ever played Master Blaster. Ooh, this one's got some girth to it. That'll be a relic. Might be one of those dualies. If any luck, both sides will be Casada and save me a dice roll. Takes a lot out of me. All right, I'm going to drop these down to $8 and see if that generates any action. Any lower, and we're putting your Topps Chrome Blasters at risk in the drawing. Drawing is still intact for the 20 spots and the Topps Chrome Blasters and everything else. The 20 prizes. $8. Let's see if that gets anything moving. You're getting 12 top-loaded cards. That's 75 cents a card. There's Jay's in for 2. I'm telling you, you're going to be like, dang. Especially if you're in the Midwest. It is, truly. Watch out for the tornadoes tonight. Just what you need, Goat. More stuff to sell. If you buy 10, I will guarantee you a Topps Chrome silver tote bag. If you buy 10 of them. We'll guarantee you a tote bag. Well, too bad, because the offer's now. All right, guys. No trades, right? Nothing? Here we go. We'll guarantee you a Topps Chrome tote bag. Dart, Genty, Benford, Smith, Jamar Chase, $6.99, premier level. Bungles, Dan Cavanaugh, Brees Hall, Fannin. Do we care about Fannin? McCarthy, Caleb Johnson, Hurts, Herbert, Ransom gets the stacked shipping. If you get 5 of them, I will close your stack. 5 of them, I will close your stack. Tet. You're going to have to remind me, though, in shipping notes that I said 5 would close your stack. Chuba Hubbard, $7.99 Panthers. Pete McCall. Yeah, you'll have to remind shipping notes or a DM or something saying that I told you 5 would close it. Purdy. If you buy the rest of them, I dare you to comp it out. I freaking dare you. Jerry Jeudy, Browns and Broncos. Broncos are Jason Gilliam. Browns are Licklider, so we got a dice roll. Multiverse of Madness. So that's going to lead to a dice roll. Genty. Drake May. And we got another one. Diggs, Patriots and Vikings. Vikings, Casada. Patriots, Colpa. So we got 2 dice rolls. Kittle, Nico, Dart. Another Dart. Look at that one. Concourse. Mike, the hobby PYTs included shipping, and we'll close out everything you have. The Delight ones did not include shipping, but I'm going to take a look at it, and depending on where they're at, the Delight ones might. Because I know the Delight stuff wasn't cheap. They might close it. If you've got like 2 cards that were like just refractors or something, I may hit you up and say, hey, you really want to do this? But the hobby stuff, if you were in the hobby PYTs, you're golden. I don't call it a stack breaker here. I forget what you were in, but I thought you were in some hobby stuff. If you were in a hobby PYT, the 6 boxer. All right, I'm going to roll the dice. If I roll odds, left side is getting these. If I roll evens, the right side's getting them. So here we go. Yeah, if you were in the hobby PYTs, your shipping's covered. Here's Tim. Evens. So right side. Let me grab the chrome blasters. $2,300 singles I'm getting rid of. All right, let me show you what else is up here. All right, if you need sleeves, there's 20 sleeves, and that will charge you shipping when you check out. That will charge you $6 shipping when you check out if you want a 20-pack sleeves. So if you still have an open stack, buy that. It'll charge you another $6 when you check out. Your stack's closed. If you want 20 packs of sleeves and you want to close your stack. And that is a great frickin' deal. Look at that. $1 a frickin' pack. $1 a pack. You could take those to the card show and sell them for $3. No joke. Or $4, depending on the card show you go to. Hell, your LCS probably wants $5 for them. Now, if you buy 5 more, Andy. That's fine. If you do that, you want to buy 5 more, I'll give you the tote bag. You just got to remind me in shipping notes. I think I bought 50 tote bags. Yeah, plus I know you're giving them to kids. Actually, you're only getting 1 tote bag, so yeah. If I've got any left over, Andy, I'll give you a second tote bag if. You can use one for school and keep one if you want. There you go. If your stack's closed, offer me $6 off that 20 piece McNuggets there, and just let it charge you the $6 anyway. But just offer me $6 off. And then there's other sleeve options, which I'll show you here in a second. Here's the a la carte listing. Assuming your stack's closed, you can take as many of those as you want. Those are $1.25 each. I'll do buy 10, get one free, however that comes to. You just send the offer. What the hell would that be? 11 for $12.50? However you would send that offer. 11 for $12.50. Buy 10, get one free. Just send that as an offer. And then there's every size top loader imaginable. And there's team set bags and graded bags, I believe. Those should both be there. Should be. Thanks for closing this stuff, guys. Wembies. I don't think I'm going to mark down the Wembies because we can use them next week for the Bowman basketball stuff. But if trying to think, I don't remember if I charged. I think the Wembies are stacked. Wemby Funkos. If you want a Wemby, take like $2 off of it. Yeah, coolest guy in Aldi. Too soon on the Aldi. Yep, there's thick sleeves there too. Every size top loader. We hit an ultraviolet out of a blaster, didn't we? Yeah, I thought we hit an ultraviolet out of a blaster. Yeah, the blaster case I got off the top site too. Basketball will drop tomorrow morning. Locked out for 24 hours for subscribers and token holders. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me late. Way past my bedtime. We'd be up watching TV right now anyway, but she was mean to me today, so I'll punish her. Let her talk to her friend. All right, here is the select blasters I was telling you about. I know it says free shipping for first-time customers. I ran a radio spot where they could use the coupon. The coupon, I use the $5 I get from the referral bonus to cover their shipping. But you can still buy those. Yes, they're cheaper at like Meijer or Walmart or Target or whatever. But remember the fees and stuff. If you want those, you can grab one of those. But like they said, they're usually built for the first-timer coupon. But there's the select. Still have the Topps Chrome Marvel. Still have the Disneyland 70th. I'll say any of my singles on here. I'll do any of the cheap singles. I'll do 50% off, except the Demidov. I'll take $200 for the Demidov printing plate. I want to try to put some money in that kid's hand. The Jackson Holiday, I'm probably $65 on the Holiday. Any of the cheap singles, if I'm wrong, I'm going to just counter you or delete it. But the Malloy, $60. Yeah, these $1, $2 singles. The Papa Shango case hit, $75. I don't even care about that. The $2, $3 cards, half price. The Hassel slabs, I don't know, $15. There's the Wemby Funko. I got Brandon stuff listed. Yeah, all these cheap basketball singles. I think that pretty much does it. And I'm going to put the top-loaded stuff back up there. Those are down to 51. All right, here we go. Parsons. Sauce. Colts. Chris Jones, $250. Chiefs. For Mike Kolpa. McBride. McLaurin. Hollywood Brown. $350 to close out the rest of the singles. And you'll still get 51 entries. $350. Nick Martin, $4.99 Niners. That's for Tim Talpish. $350. Close out the remaining singles. With all the entries. Harris. I saw. Now the comments need a point Sunday. I gave my brother the tickets because I'm like, just so you know, it'll probably be a meaningless game. And here we are. Since you guys stuck around with me, we're going to do auto guesses and some of the baseball stuff. Put some change in your pocket. Make it go jingling-a-ling. You can call her on the telephone, baby. Give you a ring. All right, we got a Stafford in here, maybe. I left early. They look like crap last night, Josh. There's a light board, Butker. He installed that in the kitchen so his wife can do the dishes and cook. It's our first light board. Chiefs, Mike Kolba. Crosby. Bo Nix, too soon. He leaves that on for the milkman because he's stuck in 1945. All right. Bill Buttlicker. I want you to fire that salesman that was so rude to me. I'd like to buy $1 million in your paper products. Buttlicker, our prices have never been lower. God, that's the best. Buttlicker! Here's the Wemby. If you want one of these Wembies. I mean, how would you not? Look at that. Comes in this little protective. Come on, Dwight, it's $1 million sale. Buttlicker, our prices have never been lower. Let's rip the draft. And when the time comes, I'm going to give you a chance to do auto guesses for $5. Not yet. Not yet. What's even better, I will set it up with Brandon, the hobby's most fake tan breaker, to use the credit with him too if you want for tomorrow. Yeah, my daughter's going through and watching every season in order. So every time I talk to her, she'll start bringing up some of the episodes, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. All right, finally some baseball. All right, draft faces. Probably do a givey here in a little bit. You guys staying up and being. You may have to work tomorrow. That's real adult life. Sometimes people got to work on Saturdays. Where are you going? Ooh, did I ping this? I did. Clackamas College? That sounds made up. Michael Blaustein sounds. Where do I know Michael Blaustein from? Yeah, it sounds made up. Clackamas. That's my least favorite Muppet of all time. He was in a break during COVID? One of our breaks? Michael Blaustein. What do I know him from? I mean, is he Eloy Mike Jones, MTV Mike funny, or he's actually comical? What's up, Steve? Because they're Bazooka Joe funny. All right, let's work on this. Here it goes. I'm just kidding, guys. You're not funny at all. Does he amuse you? Did you guys see Bob from Bob and Tom died? That's kind of sad. I love Bob. Bob Cavoyan. BVZHAI. They're out of Indy. I think technically they're from Michigan. Well, I think Bob's from like LA, but they were in Michigan. Yeah. Q95. ATL XMO. Here comes the list. This is Bowman Draft. Keep sending out multiple pieces of paper. It's so reckless. Curse you. All right. $5 auto guesses. There's 3 autos in the box, allegedly. So give me an auto guess. Give me an auto guess. And this is crazy. Taking the bundle down to $7. When you see these, you're going to lose your mind. $7 on the 12-card bundle. We're down to almost 50 cents a card. The worst things in these bundles are dollar bin cards. I'm on the verge of pulling the top Scrum Blasters from the bonus drawing. Get your auto guesses in. Just the team, Alex. That's all we need is a team. Anybody not see who they have? This is a pretty good deal. I told you guys earlier, somebody else had a 2-box for $65. We have 1 box for $26. Yeah, if he gets the player, he'll get $10. That's fair. That's fine because I'm Northeast Indiana. All right, last call on auto guesses. Does anybody want to trade? All right, somebody can close the rest of the bundles out for $325, and you'll still get all 49 bonus drawing entries. Set an offer for $325. You'll get those last 49, and you'll get all the bonus entries, which still includes 3 Topps Chrome Blasters. All right, no trades. Guesses are closed. Here we go. $325 to close. You're going to get, what is that, 600 cards? I think that's 600 cards. It's like hitting Powerball or Bitcoin blowing up. Bremner, Angels. That's for Culpa. I'm not even turning them over. DeVries to 25. A's for Casada. Watson to 99. Grass. Reds, Alex Martin. Gas, grass, or ass. Nobody breaks for free. Up top, Kate Anderson. A cut to the auto. Mariners. Bill Grake. Mistake by the Grake. If you guess Mariners, I owe you $5. Steele Hall. Who's got the Padres? Jacob Hotwing. If possible, I'll take your Mayfields and your Tiers and your Candiottis because those guys are here at Fort Wayne now. Your base. I mean, I won't take your inserts and your cool stuff, but just your base. Carlson to 75. White Sox for Culpa. Nobody guessed Mariners? I think there's a ton of people playing. Lugo, blue. He needed the money. Anyway, Hot Wing. Mayfield, Candiotti, Tiers. Just your base. I don't care if it's just paper. If you want to give me the Chrome too, great. If not, whatever. Melendez, Pirates, Corey Odlin. Yeah, he's been pitching well. Gavin Fiend. So right now, the Tin Caps run differential is like bad on historic levels. They had like a 46 run differential so far this season. But they just shut somebody out 1-0 here yesterday, I think. Is it 41 now, Josh? Look, I cut to it again. Cade Bodine. That's Jeff Bodine. That's his son, NASCAR driver. I'm making that up, but maybe it says it on here somewhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I made that up. Orioles. Casada. Is it 41 now? All right. So they're improving. Nutter probably went down there and talked to him. Eli Willits. All right, $300 to close out the top loaded cards. $300. Send the offer. And you'll still get 49 entries. Arnold. You have 49 shots at 3 Topps Chrome Blasters, and I hope you hit all 3. Topps Chrome Football. You could flip those for $90 or whatever. JD Dix. D-backs. Steve Rizzo. Did anybody guess Orioles? Connor Griffin. Yeah. This group, anytime, it's even remotely. Keith Anderson. They eat that up. I'm going to put Jay, Alex, Goat, all those guys in a break. That's just nothing but Rusty Kuntz, Dick Pole, Fuckface, all those cards. Just watch them all giggle till they wet themselves. 30 spots. Nothing but frickin' silly string and frickin' pop rocks. Just watch them all piss till they get frickin' hernias. Tickle fights and yeah. They can watch Naked Gun movies afterwards. Final draft, killing me softly. Casada. I forget. Is this kind of like a home field advantage? I honestly forget. Yeah, I feel like it's a big deal. Nobody's excited, huh? All right, $6. The bonus drawing is gone. Bonus drawing is out of play. Does not exist. $6. Burn them down. Somebody can have them all for $2.75. No bonus drawing. All right, let's rip the Museum and Stadium Club next. Museum Mixer. Huh. I wonder what else I can do, Jay. Museum Mixer. Hopefully there's some heat in that museum. It's been marinating. A lot of this stuff I could never pull off, though. I mean, I would need your address, which I really don't have access to unless I shipped cards to you, or like your phone number, which I would only need or have if you bought spots using the old .com site where you had to enter your phone number into the account. That'd be the only way I could really get anybody back. You guys remember putting your phone numbers in there? On a serious note, I think like all the credit card and the payment related stuff, that's all third party stuff. I couldn't access that if I wanted to. That's all done through like all that stuff through Stripe and PayPal and stuff. They don't let you see any of that stuff, which is awesome. I don't think anybody should have access to that. That's the whole gain on. I mean, that's why they take frickin' 3% from you and 30 cents per transaction. God, can you imagine if some of the degenerates out there in the world had access to your credit card shit? No thanks. All right, there's Museum and Stadium Club. But yeah, I think even on the .com off the WooCommerce, I don't know how Shopify is and stuff like that, but nobody should ever have access to that stuff. Yeah, just shove your Nigerian prince that needs it. Yeah. I had somebody call me and swear I had something that wasn't paid and gave me a chance to pay it over the phone. I'm like, I know this is a scam. And they got pissed at me for saying that. and tried to say it was a year old. I'm like, I haven't seen it on a credit report. I haven't seen it on anything. You guys are full of shit. And she was pissed I wouldn't bite on it. I try to watch like Credit Karma and stuff. One day when we're at National or something, I'll tell you some of the stories, or if my wife ends up going for a day or two, some of the stories she got when she managed the credit union, some of the stuff the old people fall for, where people call them and tell them that they're the government and they found porn on their computer, and that if they don't go make a crypto payment to some account, they're gonna turn them in or something, and or if they don't take money out and deposit it somewhere, and if the bank asks to say it's for a home improvement loan, and old people fall for stuff you would laugh at that they fall for. All right, this is the museum mixer. One museum, one stadium club. Yeah. Tell them that a specific kind, I don't want to say it and have it recorded on YouTube, that they found it on their computer, and if they didn't pay them to take it off or something, I don't know what the deal was, they were going to turn them in to the government, and they needed to go take money out, and they would have them on the phone at the bank, VYEHHG. And if they were asked why they were taking the money out, because sometimes credit unions, like if they know you and stuff, they're going to ask questions. They had to say it was for home improvements. The best is women would come in and not know what a charge was for and say it was fraud, and it'd say like OnlyFans or something, and they'd be like, you need to go ask your husband what this is. UYAMJA. All right, here comes the list. Damn, still no takers at $6 on those. Yeah, old people, I don't know, they don't think it through or what. No, I will not be promoting that. I will not be promoting that. Why do you set me up? I will not be promoting that. Credit cards are great if you pay off the balance every month, or if you have an emergency. If you can't afford to pay for something that's like a fun thing, you probably don't need it. All right, trades are open. We'll do an auto guess for this too if you want. You can do an auto guess. Yeah, I won't be plugging that. I don't. Same reason we don't sell huge expensive brake spots every week here. I mean, if there's a way to do it and we can hold each other accountable, I don't know, but yeah. I don't want to be the guy that facilitates that. Goat, are you drinking? Are you even watching the right freaking channel? I'm not shocked you've been in our Discord for 4 years and still can't post anything in the right room. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. We had to freaking set up a new bot just to clean up stuff Goat posts in the wrong room. Tops Now order. Goat's got a bike in there with no tires on it. He's selling off Facebook Marketplace. Here's the link, $20. Local pickup only. All right, no trades. Auto guesses are closed. Here's the list again. Sagano, Ben Rice. We had a guy post a link to his stream. It wasn't even in MBB Marketplace. That's how bad it is. Terang, blue foil. Goat posted a link. He's like, hey, could you help my family out? Here's a fundraiser. I clicked it and it was, yeah, I stalled out on the joke. I couldn't think of anything. Rocker, $1.99. It was to vote for the sunflower seed queen. Sunflower seed queen of whatever stupid county he lives in. Portlandia. Sunflower seed capital of the world. Vote for him on a podcast host. Julio. Young, Buxton. Dick Fitz to 50. Brandon Wilbur. Red Sox. Here comes the giggle party. Here it comes. Goat peed a little bit. Jay's probably too. They're probably texting each other. It's the gif of the scene from Scarface. They're on the phone laughing back and forth. Because they got me to say Dick Fitz. Goat's making different size and shape pee-pees out of Play-Doh. Jay's over at his place doing the same thing out of silly putty. They're just freaking yucking it up. Watching Benny Hill. Friday night, midnight. Benny Hill's probably on. Sure, buddy. Was that super bad? The book of drawings where it was nothing but like different dicks in it. Goat and Jay have the coffee table book version of that. They launched their own Project 2020 of that. They commissioned different artists to do those drawings. All right. Feels like it's got a little weight to it. Box wasn't cheap either, so let's see what we got. The Hawk! Cubs, Ryan Hyatt. Retrospective. On card to 75. David Wright to 20, Mets. Kevin Benson. Kevin's stuck on a bridge somewhere, I think. Shea Langoliers, 3 of 5. Nice patch. A's. I don't know if you guessed any of these teams. I really don't care at this point. Corey Odlin. Pretty sick patch. Riley Green to 49. Dalton Rushing, 150. Lindor, 199. Nice. Pretty sick there. Yeah, this weekend we might end up with a Raz for the rest of that stack. Raz for the rest of the top-loaded cards. All right, I saved the best for last. Literally, Bowman's Best and Stadium Club 2, 2023 flavored. And then we're out, guys. Then we're out. Hopefully my wife's asleep by then, so I don't have to talk to her. She might be watching Jimmy Fallon. I gotta watch that because she hears that and she takes it seriously. Yeah, Nate's Blaster. Oh, it's trying to get me to sign in. No. I got 49 left, Mitch. Why is it blocking a pop-up? That was strange. Mitch, I'm trying to sell them in bundles mixed with my stuff. All right, let me ping this last one. This is Best Club 2. Thanks for the close on everything, guys. Thanks for closing it out. Best Club 2. You guys are some rascals tonight. Mitch, how'd you get in here? Yeah, Mitch. So I mixed all you guys' football with my football, and I made 190 12-card lots. It's like 2,300 cards. And I've sold all but 49. And then there's a bonus drawing, at least there was. I marked it down to $6. It might come back. We're so close to burning them all up. Oh, his live show ended. Were you live again tonight, Mitch? No, he's at work. Yeah, you want the rest of it, Mitch? You want to buy it? Yeah. He's at work, guys. Mitch, I'm thinking about going to IHOP. You want me to bring you some? Ben Schrader, IHOP? Ben didn't even want to talk to me last time I saw him. Then he called me Brian. I was like, okay. Mitch, remember that? I asked Mitch, I was like, why is that guy taking pictures of us? Big stack of pancakes, or maybe some French toast, some bacon, some scrambled eggs. Their hash browns are a little shitty, though. Get Eloy some sunflower seeds. Can't get Eloy and Jay sausage. They'll sit there and play with it and crack jokes and stuff and get us thrown out. Tomorrow at noon, Brandon from Vegas. That's 9 o'clock his time. Imagine what that's like for him. His tan's getting worse and worse. He's in Vegas, and he looked like Casper his last stream. All right, running the teams now. Noon. Topps Chrome football, Topps Chrome WWE. RSO NUZ. Last break. And McJiggins is Blaster. You guys want to line up and rip a bunch of blasters? I could go on for a little bit if you wanted to. Anybody down? Get a little blaster madness going? VDU JJJ. I'll probably take the top-loaded thing back up to $10 tomorrow morning so I can put, or tonight when we're done, so I can put the bonus drawing back in play. I don't want to take that away. I hate giving you guys something and then taking it. Here comes the list. Anybody else want a blaster? Football, basketball, Disney, Topps Chrome, baseball, Marvel. Disneyland? If not, I'll just go to bed. Or I'll just go to hell. Trades are open. We got quiet. We're under 20. So sleepy. Culpa's in. I don't love the price on the select, but I got to cover the fees and crap. All right, here we go. Mike, you want it ripped live, right? So it'll be Nate and Culpa Cabana. It's the best break north of Havana. Bobby Witt, I'm not shipping it. Royals. Alex Lopez. Alex, if you really, really, really have to have it, I will ship it. But these things suck, and I think I'm out of the oversized top loaders. If you absolutely need it, I've been giving them away to the kids at the ball games. It's not a rookie or anything. If you absolutely need it, I will send it. Since I don't know you as well as the other guys, I'll probably by default try to send it, but if you don't want it, just make sure I know. All right, Yins is in for one. All right, I'm going to shut down the auto guess. Any trades? Pretty much lost everybody, except for the Sunflower Seed Pervert Gang. I did show the list. Hang on, I'll show it again. It seemed weird that I wouldn't show it. Rockies, you shouldn't have listed. Look, Mike. Yeah, you're better off not knowing. Got quite the mess here this week. In just a couple days, we actually did quite a few breaks. I'm not sure. He was here earlier. I think all the freaks scared him away. There he is. He says, no, I'm pregnant. White Sox for Twins. Anyone else? Anyone? All right, here we go. He cheated. He did that because the White Sox are on the top. Encarnacion, Marlins. Because Ben Schrader's here. That's for Rizzo. Trey Turner, Sepia. Furtman got me these boxes. I think he set me up. Bernie Williams. Crawford red foil. Tatis. Beatty. J-Ram. Gorman. Red foil. Riley Green. Need a Goat. We need a West Coast club. West Coast breaking. Late night West Coast. I know Miller was working on something. $10 p.m. to 2 every weeknight. Yeah. I think Miller was working on something. 10 to 2 weeknights. You guys can just rotate. Mitch, Miller, and Eloy. 10 to 2. He's got a whole LCS. You can do breaks, singles, stacks, whatever. Caleb Killian. Cubs. That's for Jay. I thought this was one auto per box. Was there 2 in 23? Yeah, 23 had 2 autos in it, guys. Yeah. Gunner. Mitch, you'll have to do it on this channel, though. Mitch, Goat, and Miller. Rotating around. 10 to 2 weeknights. Which for you, that would be... Mitch would still be regular time. Regular Eastern normal time. Kershaw red. For you guys, that'd be 7-11. Yeah, that'd be fine. Who's our other Westies? Adley. Yeah, Nate's a good dude. Devers. Yeah, always look forward to seeing him when we go to the stuff. He left his wife at home, Mary, this time. Seemed like he had more fun. Hopefully he doesn't go back and tell her that. Oh, another one. Jared Young. Cubs. Jay, you'll have to pick one because you only get one auto. Bonus auto. Only the good Jared Young. Yeah, I'm bringing mine maybe one day on the weekend so she can see how weird some of you guys are. I think she wants to meet Gary V like Saturday or Sunday. All right, here's the recap on the Stadium Club. Yeah. I told her that some of you guys are sex offenders, but she said she'd take her chances. She thought it would be cool to have that app on her phone and see who showed up on her phone while she was walking around. So, all jokes aside, I was considering this maybe be my last one. I was kind of kicking that around. Goat, I've seen you. I thought that was your wife with you every year so far. Who is that? I've met her like 3 times now. I thought it was weird that you guys got in separate cars. Mike Vrabel. Yeah. That whole thing is weird. Is she an exec from the Sunflower Seed Company? She teach how to spit. Yeah, there is. That's where they get you, goat. They catch you like that, and then they blackmail you. That's how big sunflower seed gets you. Now you're stuck peddling their product. All right. Last box of the night, guys, and I think the week. Last box of the week for me. Good luck. Give me 3 out of 4 bangers. I'll allow 1 crappy auto. Here we go. Thanks for taking care of me tonight, guys. Gutierrez. Mets. That's for Casada. Got all this cleaned up except for my by Junior. Colas to 299 mini diamonds. Norge Vera to 250. White Sox. Via the trade, the Rizzler. Look, he drew out his own football play. That's good for probably 35 yards. Colas. Jordan Walker, masterpieces to 99. Cardinals for Ransom. I think Ransom might be a Cardinals fan too. Ransom, are you here? There's one that I think Matt is a Rockies fan and Aaron is a Cardinals fan. Did I get that right? Wow, I am so underrated in this industry. All I get is quote tweets where people say I'm a scammer. I'm pretty sure Aaron's a Cardinals fan. At this point, I'd bet money on it. Walker to 99, Texas Ranger. Someone tag him. And now Walker, I think, is actually doing all right. Drew Jones. I forget what that's all about. A boot. Adley to 299 mini diamonds. Bonilla. Oh, Ethan Salas. I pulled it off camera. Fathers. Bill Chassie. Bill, you are the father. There's Celestin Shellacked. Gunner. This box was all right. Furtman took care of me. I don't know anything about these two guys. But I'll take the Walker and the Salas all day. You prospect heads, what do you think of these two guys? All right, let's celebrate. Watch this. Drawing is definitely off. $5. Half freaking price. Now you got to burn those down. Half price on the packs, which is stupid. Wait till you see the cards in him. It's less than 50 cents a card. So dumb. The bonus drawing definitely out. Definitely out. All right. Furman took care of us on that, guys. What a way to go. Get those last 22 so I can get out of here. Yikes. I'm ruined. Ruined. Just take 2 or 3 or 4 before you leave. And just root for Bitcoin to go through the roof. Don't tell anybody, but I have 3 now. I'm up to 3. I've been hoarding. Burn them up. Burn them up. All right. Tomorrow will be weird. I'll have some time on the road. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to post Bowman basketball. So I need to get to bed here. So here in a little bit, I'm going to change that back to $10 so before I crash. So all right, I'm out, guys. Thank you. Thanks for closing everything. I'll see ya.